up. All right.
They just drive, yeah?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. at least when you get on the power,
Yeah.
you can actually get on the power harder.
Right,
Whereas
okay.
because you're still struggling with your mid-quarter grip,
Yeah.
you can't get onto the throttle as hard. Through here, I reckon there's more time, like, you sort of, not normal through there, but you're not 100% committed. I don't know whether that's a confident thing or what, but
Yeah.
that's alright, like, we can work on that. He's not bad, it's the same, like, I'm carrying the brake into the corner for just a tiny little bit longer as well. Just to get it to bite a little bit more, like,
Yeah, okay.
it has to be a geometry thing, like, not turning it, but if that's what it is, that's what it is, you know, but got to compensate for that, that's what I'd be doing. I'd carry the brake a little bit longer.
Okay.
And so, he's actually alright, and also through here, it's pretty good because,
Third or fourth?
I know what you're doing, what you're doing fine.
Yeah, because I tried third, and then I tried running it
Oh,
through
third
fourth.
gear. I'd leave it in third through
Okay,
there,
yeah.
and then pull fourth down the straight.
Yeah, okay.
Like sometimes I actually felt like you changed gears too early because I thought, no, yeah, are you worried about power down and stuff like that? Oh, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Then for those first few laps, see, I'm seeing what the car can do, and I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, sometimes you change your gears quite early because I mean, is it a power down issue? But then you change your gears a little bit, like up the hill, like you left the thing in third gear instead of pulling fourth, and I'm like, shit, like it actually just keeps pulling, you know?
Yeah, but you know, it runs the same numbers.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that's why I don't know. 'Cause I changed the gear ratios too.
Yep.
So it doesn't like it's too much more gear down the straight.
Yep.
It'll do it.
Yep.
But it liked it with the longer gears.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it was running, you know, threes, a high two.
Yep.
With the old setup.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm fucking, you know.
Yep. And is it like have you looked at your telemetry to like to see your terminal speeds and stuff? Have you compared those and overlaid them like with your different gear ratios?
I do have a GPS though. I can.
Yeah. But that's the only way to really to do it accurately.
Okay.
Instead of guessing, like all I'll do is then just look at your top speed and say, all right, that's that gear ratio, that's third or third gear, or that's fourth gear, and what was our top speed at the end of the straight? You know, that's going to prove it. Like for me personally, it feels like you could certainly hold those gears for a little bit longer sometimes.
Then it was better.
Yeah. Like, you know, that's what I thought. Sometimes coming out of the fish hooking cars, there's shitloads of grunt, or they don't have a huge amount of power down. Sometimes you are having to pull fourth earlier because it's just, you know, it's a grip thing. So like that time when you're going through the fish hook in third gear, you've got to leave the thing in third as long as it's got grip, and then wait till you get through like turn 9 onto the back straight, and then pull fourth coming out the back there. But coming down the hill, that turn 6, because you come out of 5, it's like, and then you pull fourth
and drive,
and then you just, well, you coast it, you back off fairly early and just coast through it.
So what should I be doing?
See what I'd be doing, like if you want to be a bit more committed, see, I'd leave the thing in third and I'd like accelerate, like instead of backing off, drive up to the corner and then actually force yourself to actually have to use a little bit of brake.
Right.
Like it's fast enough, like all the fast time attack cars, I have to brake through there.
Right.
Because I'm still throttle, and it's just a nice brake to settle it, and then back on the gas. So, and then what you can do, go through that right-hander in third, and then pull fourth gear.
Right. Okay.
If it was a power down issue, in some cars, and if the gear ratios are right, you could pull fourth there, but don't back off so early. I'd be still accelerating back up a little bit later, and maybe force yourself to have a little bit of left foot brake.
But see, I don't even know how to do that.
No, that's all right. Like you, even if you had a right foot brake. But
okay.
Like, but I would try third through there. It feels quite doughy. But understand if the revs are up too high and when you're feeding on the throttle, if it feels a bit squirmy, well, you might have to go to fourth beforehand. And
I mean, the other option is we can put boost into it because it's only got 14 pound in it.
Yeah, right. Yep.
You know, like it comes alive with boost because it's a pretty big turbo and it's out of its efficiency. So
Yep.
But just the fact that I don't know. Like I feel like I'm fucking struggling to run 104s now.
Yeah.
Like it's hard work, you know.
Yep. Like I don't know, what times have you been doing in it?
It ran last time with the AO50s on it.
Yep.
I mean, that was second hand too, but you know.
Yep.
We ran a 2.7. But it was in the threes, you know, mid threes.
Yep.
Similar
but like you're doing that time with me on board, you got 75 kilos on board, you know, with a helmet and stuff like that. So it's always going to be slower. So if you're done a 4.2, it's take 5, 6, 7 tenths when you take me out of the car.
Yeah, right. it's not far off.
Yeah. The temperature of the day, you know, there's a lot of variables and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you think of these hand cooks? They're a
Good.
try, eh?
Yeah.
Better than the AO50.
I reckon.
Oh,
yeah.
that's what everyone said. I mean, they're second hand though, so
Yeah.
who knows where these live.
That's right.
You know?
How many cycles they've gone through and
Yeah.
stuff. Like as I said, to me, they feel all right.
Yeah.
But like, and that's why, you know, a lot of the time I'm like, I'll watch what the car and feel what the car's doing, and then
Yeah.
I'll also be watching your feet, and,
Yeah.
and like then I can feel what the car's doing. And
Yeah,
as I
okay.
said, like I'd be try and carry the brake in the corner just a little bit more, just to give it that little bit more
Okay.
front bite. So
Yeah.
then when you
and then
like,
I can turn in. Yeah.
yeah, then you'll be able to turn in better, and then you'll be able to feed the throttle on harder, because there's a time there where you push you off the brake just that little bit early and you're turning in.
Yeah.
There's like that, you know, 1 or 2 second period, or you know, whether it be 20 or 30 meters. It's sort of like,
Yeah,
and you,
that's right.
and you
And
can't
I'm
really get on it.
Understeering and
Yeah.
watching off my speed. Aren't
That's
I?
right. That's right.
Because I've just the last 2 sessions I've lowered the rear watts link.
Yep.
And it gives me more rear grip.
Yeah, but it's giving you
Because-
more underseat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I jumped into it, I was just like, I couldn't do anything for him.
On what?
Oh, he come for
I
a drive.
came in-
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's got plenty of. What would you say?
Well, it's got
would
more-
you pull some understeer out of it? Because I'm scared of it going around on me.
Yeah. Like,
You would, yeah.
understand though.
Yeah.
Sometimes an understeering car is faster than an
Yeah,
oversteering
that's
car.
right. Well, yeah, because I'm not confident with feeling the
Yeah.
arse is going to
Well,
go.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
don't
drive
put
it
more
like
front to lose rear. If,
No,
if that's
no,
where your
'cause I've just
confidence
come
level
back.
is.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to give you the confidence that
Yeah.
sometimes you are pulling a gear so early
Yeah.
that it's. I don't even feel like it's near that limit of losing grip. That you're
No.
pulling a gear early. I'm thinking, you know, why are you pulling a gear like as I
I
said,
don't
out of
know,
the fish hook and
just
stuff?
driving really, aren't
That's
I?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, and other times then you'd do it, you wouldn't change gear, and you actually rev it out more. And I'm like, shit, this is looking up all right.
Yeah,
Shit, it's still
tried a
pulling.
couple,
Like,
yeah, I tried a couple of different
Yeah,
things with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
You know,
that's
fifth
good.
down the
Yeah,
straight,
yep.
and then fourth.
Yep, felt
Do you
all
think
that.
it went through? Because it's less hassle for me to try and go back 1 gear than to 2 gears.
well,
I think.
it felt fine in fourth. Felt like it was still
Yeah.
pulling like an absolute train.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, so, see, and like even coming onto the straight, like it feels fine in third gear. The only thing that I would do is same again. I would probably adjust the line a little bit just so you came out of the
Yeah.
corner a little bit straighter. Like so, just
Okay,
turn in a
how
little
do
bit.
you mean?
Just turn in a
So-
little bit later.
Oh, okay. So you know the witches had at the end.
Yep.
Turn in, just turn around a bit more past the witches.
Well, because what you're doing, you're turning
Yeah.
just a fraction early. So then, let's say the apex is up here and your
Yeah.
turning marker's here.
Yeah.
You're turning in, and when you're getting to the outside, you've still got steering lock on when you're actually near the ripple strip.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's
and
still a
I'm, and
corner.
I'm pulling out of it.
Yeah, that's right. So like, but the ripple strip still goes for another 10 or 15 metres.
Yeah.
So then what he or I do, like we turn in the fraction later, so when we get the apex,
Yeah.
we're able to drive straighter.
Yeah, and put the power down.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Whereas yours still got a bit of an arc going. It's
and
just
I'm
very
scared it's going to. I know.
Yeah. But that's what's that's not allowing you to get full throttle as
No,
early as
that's
what we
right.
would be able to get full
Yeah,
throttle. That's the
yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, understand, it's just minor adjustments.
Okay.
So what you do is you take me out, as I said, that's 5, 6, 7 tenths.
Yeah.
Couple of tenths here, couple of tenths there. As I said, I reckon 4 and 5, you just got to learn to carry the braking of the corner and the fish hook, like, because you're still just...
Okay, so I'm coming in too hot there, or in the fish?
No, it's not too hot. It's just you're
Okay.
off the brake too early. Carry
Alright.
more brake into the corner. Don't be in a rush to get off the brake.
Okay.
Brake is, honestly, with cars, brake's the key, because you want that front grip.
Yeah.
Then, as I said,
true.
there's that transition point when you're coming off the brake.
Yeah.
It hasn't got the front. I can feel it doesn't have the front grip.
No.
And then you're not able to get on full. You're not able to really get on throttle.
No,
You're sort of
that's
waiting.
right.
You-
Yeah.
You're waiting. You know you have to get further around the corner
Yeah,
before you start getting rid of the
in.
steering before you can get on.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to
Okay.
do is just say try and get a bit more front grip. So then instead of only using 40% throttle, you can use 50%
Yeah.
throttle. But then you can actually get on throttle harder.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah. It's only little bits, but it's
Yeah,
just sometimes just
I'll all
moving
that
your
up.
scale, just
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
it sort of to here.
Yeah.
Your technique's fine, like your pedal pressure's good, just move it just a little bit further down. Like,
Yeah, okay.
you don't have to do a kamikaze and brake 10
No.
metres later or anything like that. Just don't be in a rush to come off the brake.
No, okay.
So sometimes you just go a little bit slower in and you'll
Yeah,
come
okay.
faster out.
And you just hold those gears out. I mean, the only thing is, I mean, it's a dunger of a motor anyway, but it just spits a bit more oil out when I rev it.
Yeah, yeah,
I just top it up.
yeah. But I reckon there's a good half a second at turn 6. That's where
Right.
you pull forth and you roll off it and you cruise through there.
Yeah,
and See, where a lot of the other parts of the track, it feels
So
like
you'd come down flat out in third, jump on the brakes, hit it again in third.
just a nice light brake. All it is just a settle. Understand what the corner is. You look at
Yeah.
that corner, it's not as if you have to reduce 100 or 80 or 60 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
You might take off 30 kilometres an hour there.
Yeah.
So it's just a nice settle. Just a nice brake settle the car. Understand it's all about that front wheel grip. If you have a big
true.
brake there, you're going to get front wheel grip, but then the rear goes up in the end. Next thing it's
Yeah.
as you're turning into the corner, which you don't want.
No.
You want to keep it smooth, but see, some of the other parts of the track feels like you're driving at, let's say, 85 to 95% of the limit, whereas there you go back to about 70 or 75.
Okay.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, somewhere I can pick up, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Did you change the car after I was in the car?
I've been, I always change shit. You know? I drive myself nuts.
Like everything you're saying at the moment is like he didn't need to work on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, not dramatically. I just put a bit more rear grip into it.
Yeah, so it's made it more understeering.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Like honestly, when I went out with you, I actually struggled to go. You need to do this. I sort of went. You just got to calm yourself down a little bit and do